And we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Come on.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a short pickup to about the 25. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Off the bootleg, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Check, hurt. 18 Cardinal. 3.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. Now, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A gain of 12. And the Titans first down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Ward. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions. How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That's into the hands of Llzaire. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Here's 3rd and 9.
60 average. 60.
Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hand off to Spears. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Tyjae Spears with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? Go.
Now it's JCM, Jacory Proskenberry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Come on. 19, charge, Panther 11, Panther 11.
To the air goes Daniels. That's Samuel, caught left side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
And they go play action. Daniels. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. 70 Lions. Viking 18.
Pollard will take it up the gut. Janet Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go. Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Throwing is Ward. This is caught. Touchdown, Titans. Llzaire with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
60 boxes, 60 boxes. Traveler. Let's go.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Haley would have to settle for a field. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Sly for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 7. Play action, now it's Daniels. Over the middle, it's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Cup 19. Ready, right?
Off the play fake, Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
To throw is Daniels. And that's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
19 Cowboy 80. Go.
Daniels going to throw for it. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Play fake, here's Ward.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw is Ward.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
To throw, here's Ward.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
65, 65.
To the air again, Ward. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward.
And that's going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Now Daniels.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready. 18. Ready.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. It's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
Okay,
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
19, start.
Daniels looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our instances. We're healing with ways that don't last too long. We'll have a good time in the diaries. We'll help with
Get it. Cougar 19. Check. Dragon 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 68, 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Touchdown. Jalen Lane from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for the Titans. First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Titans.
Now Ward. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a second and 10.
Let's go.
That's into the hands of Llzaire. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready? 70 range for 7. Cougar 19.
Throwing now, Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready? Bronco 80.
First down,
Warriors
Tennessee.
70. Hey, check that. Street. 19 Lion. Steady.
They'll throw again, Ward. And he'll just get rid of it.
Incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bronco. Down.
Here's Ward. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Joey Sly for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Titans 28, Commanders 7. Joey Sly to kick
4
off for
seconds, all that
Tennessee.
remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bronco switch. Let's go now.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Joey Sly
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down I heard.
Ready,
The
set.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
To the air goes Daniels. That's to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60. Say, hey. 18 Pioneer.
Back to throw. Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. Here we go. Set. Go.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. That's caught. Downfield, it's Lane. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Okay,
Here
ready?
now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready, right?
Off the play fake, Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
'79 Broncos. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check. 65 check. 65 check. Let go.
Daniels going to throw for it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Panther 11, 60 Maverick, 60
Throwing is Ward. Open man down the field. That's Llzaire. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On rock line. Go.
Pollard going to try the right side. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, on is the veteran, Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Warriors 17.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Deputy, top 19, Deputy Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
To throw is Daniels.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Check 60, check 60. Check Bobcat, check Bobcat. Hurt. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. go.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
43-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Give him 4 yards there. And it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A gain of 9 yards.
60 average. 60 average.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18. Ready.
Now Daniels.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Warriors 70. Ready, ready.
Daniels looking to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
19 Lions.
Here's Daniels. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off play action. Daniels. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Panther 11. Panther. Get it. 70 Timberwolf.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Ward. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Alec Iomanner, 62 yards. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This is 2nd and 8.
60.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Hard throw, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I love. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put in #1 for what we've seen this season.
63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Come on.
Play fake. Here's Ward. That's complete to DK. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
First down.
Now a give here to Pollard. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Titans extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
Chandler on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Off the play fake. Gay. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but I mean they are deserving as they start another series to be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth. Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Let's get 18, 5 here.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. He's got the connection to Moore.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Ward off the play fake. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Okay, ready?
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go. Viking, 18. Bronco switch, Broncos ready.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Joey Slide lining up.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it. And he gets it done.
Joey Slide now to kick off after the touchdown. Ty Chandler now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 19, Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Gay. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Okay, break.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people were, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A short throw taken in by Conquo.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
He got 29 yards that time.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Come on, come on.
36-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jalen Phillips. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
For the Tennessee field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Llzaire Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of a cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling